We hung in there. We played tough. We've got to obviously tighten up the run game. Won't way too many runs, way too many missed tackles. Got to do a better job of that. We're not going to. That's not how you play good fundamental defense. We were trying to keep the ball in front of us most of the night. Once we got the lead, we just didn't want to give them the big play, give them the easy score. But we've got to do a much better job tackling.
How the linebackers look without Miles out there?
Well, Miles, in the last couple of games, hasn't played as much linebacker. He was more playing the strong safety position. So Kenny and Arjati they were doing a good job in there tonight. It's just we got to make sure our run fits are more precise. And way too many big plays in the run game.
How much did you practice to prepare for the back end of that?
Well, we knew when he came in, what to expect because we had talked about it on film. We had made a point of it on film. We didn't think we'd get as much dose of him, obviously, as we did. We were more geared to place all the other quarterback. I hope he's okay, by the way. Did anybody hear anything? No, he's a heck of a competitor, so I do hope he's okay.
How did
Emotionally, dealing with a defense when it loses the type of quality player that you guys have lost in the first 4 weeks of this season, how do you compensate that with your coaching?
You make different moves. We have different packages, but having said that, the thing you got to understand is it's next guy up. It truly is. We got to go play, and those guys are great players, and we're going to miss them. But we've got to get going and get moving. And we made a lot of mistakes tonight that we can obviously correct. Okay, but new guys, we're doing a lot of different things tonight, and we'll get better for having gone through that experience and seeing the young man that we saw when their first player got hurt.
Coach, how would you evaluate Ish's performance?
Who's
Yes, ma'am.
I thought he's played a good game. I think he's a little bit early. He got. He even told me, he said, I hung in there a little bit too long in disguise and didn't get out, and that's just from rustiness. And then I don't mind when they make an aggressive penalty, which he did, but that's the little things I see. But he's only been back in practice, for really 2 days in pads. The other 2 days are Thursdays are kind of we call it, Coach Moore calls it no sweat Thursday, and then Friday it's just a little up tempo. So it's the first time he's really had a chance to get back in there from time off.
You mentioned, obviously, you and Coach Moore both talking about the tackling, the run defense and stuff. What were you pleased with tonight with the defense?
I was pleased that we hung in there together and stuck in and made some plays and got some good stops when we had to. We've been trying to emphasize getting some 3 and outs, and we did. But I think the one thing, I don't want to overshadow the performance of some guys because it's hard to win on the road. But I think as a defensive coach, the foundation of your defense is tackling, and when you don't tackle well, it really doesn't matter what you play. And I tell them all the time that the wrong defense played by the right guys is still better than the right defense played by the wrong guys. So, I really want to emphasize that you have to be fundamentally sound nowadays on defense because people do so many different things to you. It's hard to schematically scheme and do some things. And then some of the other things we wanted to do that we have in our package, we just didn't get enough reps on it this week, not anticipating, the style that we saw after Solomon got hurt.
How do you think Kenny Young and Isako kind of complemented each other tonight?
It's hard to tell until you really look at the film, and I want to be fair to those players because there's Kenny playing a new position. He's we're a little bit thin inside there, especially now with Jalen going down too. Not sure what exactly he said, some back spasm or something, but so they're learning 2 positions. So a lot of times when you're trying to learn 2 positions, getting the reps in practice is difficult. You only have so many minutes to practice, and so Kenny's doing a lot of different things for us right now. And plays Mike, plays Jack, and then there's certain things that I don't feel that I've done a good job getting him enough work on during the week.
Well, what was attractive about moving Randall to corner instead of safety, and what kind of went into that decision?
I think, Coach Martin, some of it, Randall played some corner, wanted to take the pressure off the young freshman guy going there and play. Randall, had a little bit of issues, he was banged up a little bit, and wanted to go out there and play corner. Thought it was the best thing for our football team at this time that he played corner. I thought he did a good job. The 1 touchdown pass we went after him. I think he'll even tell you, his eyes weren't right on that one. He should have hung in a little bit longer. He didn't. But that's first time there. But I give him credit. Even last week, we ran into a problem there. He went right in and played corner without ever practicing. So I I do want to give him a lot of credit because he took on the challenge. That's it.